Hey there, welcome to another episode of Talk Nerdy to Me. This is your rendezvous where we dig into the tech world's latest updates, peel back the layers of complex cloud services, and sprinkle in a little FinOps magic. Whether you're commuting, working out, or just pretending to work at your desk, I'm here to give you a hearty serving of nerdy goodness. Let's jump right in. Alright, so you know how it goes. Every day, there's something new in tech. Sometimes it's exciting, sometimes it's just plain confusing. But today, we've got some real game changers to talk about, starting with something fresh out of Microsoft's bag of AI tricks. So let's dive into this cool new thing called Azure AI Foundry. Now, the name might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but trust me, this is as real as it gets. Imagine you're a developer, or maybe even someone on the business side of things, and you want to jump into AI. Sounds intimidating, right? But Azure AI Foundry is here to make it less of a steep climb and more like a steady hike. What Microsoft has done is basically create this unified platform where everyone, yes, even non-techies, can collaborate to build, customize, and manage AI applications. What's exciting is that it integrates seamlessly with tools we already know and love, like GitHub and Visual Studio. So whether you're a hardcore coder or someone who just wants a clean dashboard to manage things, Foundry has you covered. And what's better? It's not just about making AI accessible, it's about fostering teamwork. Developers, IT pros, and business users can now work together in the same ecosystem, reducing those frustrating silos. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing how this changes the game for enterprises diving into AI. Now, speaking of AI, there's another big player making waves, Azure OpenAI. They've been busy tweaking and upgrading their offerings, especially with GPT-4o and GPT-4o mini models. These are like the younger, cooler siblings of GPT-4, and guess what? You can now fine-tune them. Let's say you're a marketing team trying to make sure your AI-generated content aligns perfectly with your brand's voice. Or maybe you're a healthcare provider, and you need your AI to get super specific with medical jargon. With fine-tuning, you can take these models and mold them to fit your needs. It's like giving AI a tailor-made suit, sharp, precise, and fits perfectly. And they didn't stop there. Azure OpenAI has also rolled out some new faces in their AI family, like the Phi 3.5 MOE. Now, I know what you're thinking, another AI acronym, but stick with me. This model is built for efficiency and versatility, which means it's great for tasks that require fast responses without compromising on quality. Now let me hit you with something that's both futuristic and practical. Azure OpenAI's new text-to-speech capabilities. Have you ever interacted with a chatbot or an AI assistant that just sounds robotic? Yeah, we all have, but that's about to change. Azure OpenAI's text-to-speech feature brings 6 distinct voices to the table. And these aren't your typical monotone AI voices. They're lifelike and even have different personalities. You've got your standard voices optimized for real-time responses and high-definition voices for when quality matters most. Here's the kicker. You can now integrate these voices into your apps, making them more interactive and engaging. Imagine a customer service bot that sounds empathetic, or an educational app with a voice that keeps students hooked. The possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to see developers get creative with this. Now, let's shift gears to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, or OCI, for those of you in the know. They've been rolling out private endpoints for their object storage buckets. Now, if you're not familiar, private endpoints basically mean your data never has to touch the public internet. This is a huge win for organizations that prioritize security and compliance. Here's why this matters. In a world where data breaches make headlines almost daily, having that extra layer of protection is priceless. Whether you're storing customer data, financial records, or even just your company's internal docs, knowing that it's all happening in a secure, private network is a game changer. All right, let's talk about 2 powerhouse tools in the infrastructure as code world, Terraform and Packer. If you've been using them, you'll be excited to hear about their latest updates. First up, Terraform. The latest stable version is 1.9.8, released just a few days ago on November 15, 2024. This update is packed with improvements, including support for provider-defined functions. Now, this might sound a bit technical, but it's a big deal. It means providers can introduce their own functions, giving you more flexibility and power to customize configurations. This is perfect for teams managing complex multi-cloud environments who need that extra level of control. On top of that, this version focuses heavily on performance and stability enhancements. So, if you've been noticing slowdowns in large deployments, this update might be the fix you need. As always, be sure to check out the release notes and test thoroughly before deploying it in production. Now moving on to Packer. The latest version is 1.11.2, released back in July 2024. This release brought significant improvements to the way external plugins are managed. If you're running custom plugins or working with multiple builders, this is going to make your workflow a lot smoother. It also builds on the plugin architecture improvements from earlier versions, ensuring that Packer continues to be versatile and scalable for image creation across various platforms. Whether you're building machine images for cloud, on-prem, or hybrid environments, this version of Packer ensures you've got the tools to get the job done efficiently. As always, before jumping into an upgrade, read the release notes and the upgrade guides to avoid surprises in production environments. These updates show that HashiCorp is continuing to refine and evolve their tools, keeping them at the forefront of infrastructure automation. If you haven't updated yet, this might be the perfect time to dive in and take advantage of these new features. Alright, that wraps up today's episode of Talk Nerdy to Me. From AI advancements to cloud updates, there's so much happening in the tech world right now. If any of these topics got your brain buzzing, be sure to check out the links in the description for more details. Thank you for tuning in. Keep being curious, keep pushing the boundaries of what tech can do, and as always, talk nerdy to me.